Okay, guys. Okay, hello, everybody. I'm at the Philadelphia airport on a short layover, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. And please take it in the spirit in which I'm doing it, and that's just to have a little fun. I I noticed that Redheaded Neighbor is doing Bad Joke Monday, and Redheaded Neighbor, look, you see what this is right here? This is a gauntlet. Actually, it's a couple pairs of socks. I couldn't find a gauntlet, and I'm going to throw this down. Watch. This is a throwdown. Bam! Right down on the ground. See it down there? Okay. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, I'm issuing you a challenge, Redheaded Neighbor, and here's the challenge. You do a bad joke every Monday. I'm going to do two good jokes on Tuesday. And I want to see what you're going to do with that, okay? So, yeah, I love your jokes on Monday. Part of it, I have to be honest. Don't tell anybody. This is kind of a secret, okay? This, psst, 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 come over here. I have a thing for redheads. It's actually a fact that 2 out of 3 of my ex-wives are redheads. So I don't know what the thing is, but I've always been attracted to redheads for some reason. So, and you're a very beautiful young lady, and I'm not doing this to be mean. I'm doing it to have a little fun. And if you want to join in, that's great. And if you don't, well, that's up to you too. I live in New York State, so I'm way far away from you. So there's no. I think you live out west somewhere, and I don't think there's any danger of us colliding in any way. So. Yeah, so I'm just on my way back from Las Vegas seeing Angelina perform, and I'm up in the clouds again. So I'm just trying to think of some way to get back into reality, and I thought this might help. whether it will or not, I don't really know. So anyway, I do have one joke that I think is kind of funny, but I don't know. This isn't part of the challenge. This is just to throw it in as a bonus, okay? Maybe a bonus, maybe not. What do you call 100 lawyers skydiving? Ski. Oh, I don't know how funny you guys think that is, but I think that's hilarious. Anyway, don't try that at home, by the way. It's just a joke. It's a joke, okay? Just laugh a little. All right, guys. You have a good day. That's all I want to say is, Redheaded Neighbor, I challenge you. You do your joke on Monday. Do what you're doing. Don't do anything different, unless you want to, of course. And then I'm going to do 2 good jokes on Tuesday. You can watch and see what a good joke looks like. But your jokes are perfect because you're delivering them. I just want you to know that, okay? So that's it. That's all I had to say. You guys have a great day. And what's today? Today is Saturday, I think, the 2nd of March. My birthday was yesterday, 69 years old. And I'm officially a classic. I was born in 1955. So, if you have a 1955 car, it's a classic. I'm not a car, but I'll take the classic title. And of course, yeah, I'll just throw this in at the end here. The Angelina Jordan concert, of course, was fantastic. She's getting better and better, and I think what I took away from the concert, if you watch some of my live stuff, you probably heard all this, is that she's actually, right before our eyes, every time she does something, she gets better and better. She's always tweaking stuff, always making it better. She's moving forward all the time. And why that's something that's important is because I think a lot of times we expect things to happen instantly. Somebody's an instant or success. But the real story is typically, I like to use the Ray Kroc example. He was interviewed one time after McDonald's got to be a huge thing. And they said, well, what's it like to be an overnight success? It's like, yeah, after 35 years of hard work, I finally had overnight success. And that's so true, And when you think about Angelina, she's been doing this her whole life. Since 1.5 years old, getting ready for this moment right here, where she's walking on stage where Elvis Presley sang, on the big marquee out in front of the building. It's her next to Barry Manilow. There's hundreds and probably hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of really great singers out there that'll never do that. They'll never have that opportunity. So keep that in mind. She's already there. And how they build her career, I don't know. We'll wait and see how that works. I don't know the industry at all. But I know this. I think they know what they're doing, and I think they're taking a methodical pace rather than a big wham bam, And I think it's kind of smart to do it that way. It's different, and I have a thing for different. I think different's good. To be always one of the sheep or one of the herd, I don't know if it's always a good thing to do. So, so in this example, to go with pop music, just to get all the, put on a one-piece bathing suit or a bikini and go out there and jiggle around and sing some music that is popular, electronica, auto-tune and all that jazz. Not that she needs it. I don't even know if auto-tune would work with her. She's already got a perfect voice, so it's like, what does the auto-tune do? You turn it on and it just sits there, right? So, sorry, I had to have a little coffee. Been up all night. And so there's that. So that's my thought on the concert. Angelina is maturing into the role of a diva and a superstar. She's already been a superstar, in my opinion, her whole life. And the diva thing is just a name for, to me, when I hear the word diva, I think of somebody that's successful in the music business. Probably diva would only be music, right? Is it other things? I don't know. And typically they're like a classier level of star. Like when you think of Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, I think they call them divas. And, they always have a gown on. They're always classy looking, Classy, not trashy. And me coming from my generation, I mean, I like that. I like that they respect themselves enough to look good, but not to look, like I don't know. Let me be quiet. I know, Steve, be quiet. You really? Yeah. I'll drop my phone and break it. Then maybe you won't be able to hear me, but I don't know about the quiet part. So, so that's my commentary on Angelina. I think she's on the right track. I think she's done a great job. She's maturing into the role. Every time I see her, she's more and more, she sounds more mature. She acts more mature. She's added more, what do you want to call it, animation with her hands, her facial expressions and everything else. And I just think she's right on track. She's laid all the groundwork that most people have to do when they start singing. Usually they start singing in their teens or their 20s. Not everybody, of course, but some are younger. Some wait till later, actually. But, then they got to lay all this groundwork. They got to learn the business. They got to learn, they got to get into this, going places and setting up and tearing down and all that. There's a lot of work involved in this stuff, Unless you have a bunch of roadies, I mean, you got to, and that's the thing with Angelina, she knows all this stuff, I'm not saying she hooks up her own stuff, but she knows it all. She knows if there's a problem. She knows where it is and what it is. That's why when you see things that happen that go wrong, I mean, she pretty much gives a glance, and it's whoever's responsible for it is working on it, okay? And this crew that she had at this concert, I'll tell you what, they were right on top of it. There was one moment in the second show where there was a little feedback on a microphone. And the guy was fixing the feedback as it was happening. Okay, that's how much he was on top of things. So that's really kind of cool. Okay, well, I guess we'll just leave it there. I think I've talked way long enough. This was supposed to be, no, I did a movie. I did a film, I think, or a movie. Yeah, I must have, because it's up to 8 minutes and 8.5 minutes. I couldn't have done it short. They cut it off after either 15 or 60 seconds. So, hey, you know what? I could do that in the future. I've done some shorts before, and they cut you off, so you got to hurry up and get whatever you got to say done, and then, bam, you're done. They slam the door on you. So, that's a good way. A lot of people say I talk too much. Maybe I should start doing only shorts. They're going to last 15 or 60 seconds. Then I'm limited. But then there's other people who like to hear me talk, so whatever. I always figure you could always fast forward, But if it's not there, nobody can listen to that part. Oh, okay. Well, that little short thing turned into a long thing. How shocking is that? So, Redheaded Neighbor. I can't hide the fact that I think you're a beautiful young lady. I love redheads, so you already start off way at the top of the list. and I met somebody that knows you, and they told me a little bit about you, which I find interesting and fascinating. Okay. Nothing bad. It's all good. The first thing I ask is she single? So you know where I'm going. And so I just asked the question. And then on with the show. But anyway, there's like zero chance we would ever meet, and anything would happen. So don't worry, I'm not a stalker. I'm not going to be peeking in your windows. I don't know where you live. I think he told me the state that you're in, or the area of the country, I think. But anyway, it's on the other side of the country, so there's no chance I'll be sneaking around peeking in your windows. Okay. I wouldn't do that anyway. I'm not very good at sneaking at my age. I gotta, I could hobble over to the window. Trip over something and fall down in the bushes. But I'm not a very good sneaker these days. So that would be, and plus, Redheaded Neighbor, just so you know, I understand reality too. I'm old. I just turned 69. You look like you're just a baby, okay? You're just a youngster, okay? And we would have probably not anything in common. And I don't know what I could offer you other than a chuckle now and then. and I would prefer that you, if you choose to be in a relationship, that you find somebody that can be all that you would expect them to be, okay? And I don't think that's me. So that's it. Now I will. Now I've made a complete idiot out of myself, because I was only 98% there before. Now I've topped it off, and so that's that. All right. I don't know how you're going to see this, Redheaded Neighbor, or even if you will, maybe somebody will point you to it. I guess. I'm not actually just sending it to you. I'm just putting it out there. So, there you go. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side. I'll see you on Tuesday when I do a couple of good jokes. Okay. All right, guys. Bye bye.